up, everybody? Good morning. Come see. Welcome to a Saturday edition of Morning
Scone.
presented by
But
Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and
Huckleberry.
got said Hudco Roofing and HudcoRoofing.com. Do business with someone you know. Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Well, Drew decided to wake up at 5:30 this morning, right? Right? Yes, you did wake up at 5:30 this morning. And why did you do that? Okay, he's gone. There you go. Get him. 5:30, Drew decided, hey, it's mommy's birthday. Let's get up and celebrate at 5:30 in the morning. After mommy and daddy went out on a date last night and didn't go to bed till after midnight, and Drew's like, hey, what's up, peeps? Suckers! Y'all went out last night? Tough luck, 5:30, Sabra. Anyway, so today is Erica's birthday. So if you see Lady E, be sure to wish her a happy birthday today, or on all the socials and all that sort of stuff. We appreciate y'all for being here. YouTube, please subscribe up to the Matt Moscona channel if you haven't done so yet, and smash that like button. We do appreciate it. Facebook, like the Matt Moscona page, and share the post if you've not done so yet. We appreciate that, as always. All right, LSU lands a commitment from a 4-star offensive tackle from St. Aug, y'all. Tyree Adams. 6'5", 285, a top 15 player in the state for 2023. I believe he's number 13 in the composite. The number 20, I think, offensive tackle in the country. So, top 200 player overall, big-time 4-star offensive lineman. So, Brian Kelly, we've talked so much about how good he is at recruiting and developing offensive linemen, the need to keep, the best players in state, and also, of course, Frank Wilson, his ties to New Orleans. Check. So big get there for Brian Kelly and the football Tigers. If you missed it, so my apologies. Somebody posted a comment, but I have the Hudco thing pinned. I can't read it. Sorry if you discussed this already. Something about a press conference. Sorry if you discussed this already. Whoever posted that, please repost it. Post your question again. Damon Gilmore, Cody Powers, Brad Johnson, Larry Garner, Preston Francis, Aaron Fontaine. Thank you. Like button smashed. Appreciate that. Brad Johnson. He said enough of that. Yep. Jay Maggio, what's up? Jason Trump, good morning. Happy birthday to the Hudco First Lady. Well, the First Lady of Hudco would actually be the one and only Sherry Hudson. Jeff Hudson is, of course, Hudco's Jeff Hudson, but and Sherry. Sherry runs the ship. So how about the First Lady of the Scone household? Drew, what's up, man? Come see, I want to tell you something. Come see. What you looking at? Come see. Okay, let's say hi to Dad's show. Good job. Okay, so listen. Okay, say hi. Hi. Hey, why did you wake up at 5:30 this morning? Oh, is that funny? Were you wanting to? Did you tell Mommy happy birthday?
Yes.
What did you say?
Happy birthday,
Mommy.
Olivia.
And do you know whose birthday was yesterday? So whose house are we going to later? We're going to whose house? To JJ's house. And we are going to sing happy birthday to
Mommy and Olivia.
Mommy and Olivia. Very good.
And see,
NC JJ,
Uncle,
Uncle Jeff,
Uncle Jeff,
Uncle Jeff. Who else?
Ola,
Olivia,
Sophie,
Sophia. Who else? Who else?
so, come on.
Okay.
Who's here?
Brett DeGrow. Good morning. Good to see you. Ronnie Duga. What's up, man? Jason Trumpet's Trap Drew. Don't do it. Okay. Jesse Brown. Where are we? Appreciate all the comments, all the birthday wishes for Erica. Saints training camp. There you go, Steve Remke. Good morning from Saints training camp on a beautiful Saturday, man. You're gonna sweat your T Heine off out there, man. Actually, didn't they have like the cover, the shaded areas now for the fans, like misters and all kind of stuff? I think they're trying to make it, more fan friendly being outside of training camp. Yeah, day 4 for the Saints. Training camp's off and rolling. So far, so good. Avoid major injuries and setbacks during camp. Just get out there and kind of get in the flow of things and keep steam rolling toward the opener on September 11th in Mercedes-Benz Stadium against ATL. Bubba Tatum, good morning, Sconers. Great timing. Sitting through my sister's PhD hooding ceremony in Indy right now. Put in the AirPods, bro. We got you. They'll get to her eventually. Craig Duga. Let's see. From Mr. Lots of Stuff to Hudco Roofing, Skip is moving on up. Hey! Lots of stuff. Yeah, so Skip, we have, tell me y'all like this idea. I think it's going to be pretty cool. We are basically getting a lot of well-known people who have supported us to do those reads. So you're going to have a lot of people you will hear and see doing HUD testimonials. People that you know well in the community from different avenues. So Skip Ertman did one, and I guess I could kind of spill the beans on some others, but But yes, Skip has done quite well on 104.5 ESPN since he started doing his show. It's the dependable storage, has lots of stuff. He's done Citizens Bank with the old Jim Pergison, now Hudco Roofing, Saunders and Chabert law firm. So yeah, Skip's done a lot of those endorsements. Let's see. Samuel Merrifield, Matt, do you think LSU, having such a loaded roster on the baseball team, could lead to eventual transfers of some talent, especially in the pitching staff? Yes, absolutely. I think you will have guys leave by Christmas. Not only pitchers, but I'm going to tell you, I mentioned this yesterday, and I'm not making any type of prediction, but this does kind of speak to the amount of talent they have. So, go plug in the Surface, hang on. I think Braden Jobert is probably an odd man out. I mean, Jobert hit 19 bombs this year, and he might be the odd man out. Just think of it. So, Trey Morgan's going to be in the lineup somewhere. First base, corner outfield, we'll see. Cruz and Pearson will be starting outfielders. Paul Skeens, talked to him yesterday. He's either going to DH or play first base when he's not pitching. Tommy White could play first base, DH, could play third. But you've got to have those bats in the lineup every day. You've got to have White and Skeens in the lineup every day. So we do Jobert. And Morgan's in the lineup every day. So if you put Morgan in left and White at first, and you DH Skeens, we do a joke. You know what I mean? So, and that's a guy. I mean, that speaks to the talent they'll have, right? I mean, a guy who hit 19 bombs this year may not have a spot on your roster. It's crazy. Well, let me rephrase. He'll have a spot on the roster. He just may not get many ABs. Hey, Dad. Good morning. Let's see. Bubba Tatum, can I get a shout out to the newly minted Dr. Aaron T. Atkins? Absolutely. Shout out to Dr. Aaron T. Atkins, PhD. What's her PhD in, Bubba? That's awesome, man. Congrats to Aaron, to your sister, to the whole fam who supported her along the way. Chase Pellegrin, Ron Ritchie, Jeff McKiffin, Jason Horn, good morning. Ray Sutherland, good morning. Craig, UFC tonight going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if you heard, if you missed it. I posted the video, but go back and watch. Terrio, I asked him last night. We're on the show. We're doing the DraftKings live, and the DraftKings promotion for AFR this week was UFC 277. And so I was like, hey, who you got, Nunes or Pena? And he goes, probably Nunes. I go, yeah, why? More prepared, taking this fight seriously. I think, it means a lot to him. I went, her. Her? Is it she? It's a she. He had no idea. We're talking about Amanda Nunes and Juliana Pena. It was so good. But I am looking forward to that fight. Craig, call me crazy, man. I think Pena's going to win it again. Her win the first time was no fluke at all. And the only thing that ever really even derailed her career was tearing up her knee and having a baby, which kind of put her on the shelf for like 3 years. But she's a I would not be stunned to watch Pena win that fight tonight. Let's see. Steve, they did cover it. Add Mr. So Much Better Than You. Oh, got it. That camp, yes. Man, they are doing an estate sale next door to us. We are going to have cars in our yard all day. I mean, all day. They are having an estate sale at Mr. Odell's house.
Okay, they weren't yesterday.
No, but the signs are out and there's people like, we're going to have cars. We're going to have people. Happy birthday, Erica. Erica's 32 today. Full 8 years younger than me.
Yeah.
She just keeps going backwards while I keep getting older. Chase, thought I heard Taysom got hurt in practice. He got hit in the ribs. Nothing serious. They're just holding him out precautionary. Spend the money, get Boosie. Samuel Merrifield, does Marcus Mariota scare you against the Saints? No, not at all. Samuel, I think that the Falcons are going to be dreadful. They will finish last in the division. With be it Mariota at quarterback, I don't know how. I mean, Kyle Pitts is a good player. I know they drafted the receiver out of USC London, but man, there's just nothing there in Atlanta that worries me. That is a that is going to be a bad football team. Casey Humble carrying me through this awful round of 18 this morning in Wake Forest. Okay. Well, Casey, hit him straight. A bad day on the golf course is better than a good day in the office, with the old saying. Bob Poole, Ryan Amanda Guidry, Jason Tarver. Good meeting you last night. Hope you and Eric had a great evening. Absolutely, we did. Good to meet you as well. And by the way, Jason, we were wondering. So, by the way, Jason works for Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge, and thank you, by the way, for the round of drinks. So, Jason just jumped on here and said, "Nice meeting you." And it was very. You want to say thank you for
Yes, thank you for the drinks. They were delish.
Erica has found a new favorite.
Peach party.
The peach party at Rafina.
They hit you too. Two of those.
I could tell. I mean, Erica doesn't really. You don't really drink. I mean, you just like you'll do
I'll
your.
have a glass of this.
Yeah,
I'll order a drink. But
Yeah.
I never usually order. I'll usually just order one. I'll never
You
order two.
will order one and nurse it the entire meal.
Yeah.
Like
I never order two.
Eric got 2 peach parties last night to celebrate her
Before I even
birthday.
got my food, I think.
I know.
Yeah.
I could tell.
It made me better at trivia, I think.
No.
It did.
Well, you did okay. I was
swinging 50.
well, it means you made it. That means you're at 50%.
That's good.
Erica, that's an F.
No, you don't get it that way. Well, if a batter swings 50%, you're going to give him an F?
No, that's good in baseball.
Exactly. It's good in trivia, too.
Is it good in school to get half of your questions
It's trivia.
right?
It's not school.
These are school questions.
No, they're not. Mm-mm. No.
I asked Erica the first capital of the United States. She said Plymouth.
But then say all the ones I got right. How about
What did you get right?
square root of 9?
Oh, okay. Erica got the square root of 9.
And the capital of Texas?
You did get the capital of Texas. I asked you the capital of California. You went San Diego, like so confidently. I was like, no, like Los Angeles,
No.
San Francisco. You named like 5 cities.
But the reason,
Like, what other cities are there?
because I'm very confident a lot of times when I answer things when I don't really know. And it fools
Obviously.
people. To make people think I know, so they just go with it. So that's why confidence is important.
Asked her who won the first Super Bowl.
Well, that was stupid.
That's a good question.
No one knows that.
I asked her the periodic table symbol for
That was
gold.
dumb. That was dumb.
That's the easiest one on there, though.
Helium is. Oxygen is. Nitrate. I know all those. Gold is not the easiest one. Aluminum. I know that one.
She says it should be GO.
It should. How come helium is HE? That doesn't make sense. Oxygen is O2. Nitrate is NI. But gold's going to go off and be AU? AG or whatever? That's stupid. That does not make any sense.
Anyway, thank you, Jason. Again, it was
thank you for the drinks.
very
They're
kind
very
of
good.
you. Very kind of you. Caleb Brignac, do you think our fan base can keep expectations in check this fall? 8-4 would be a success. I'm fearful fans will be upset with an 8-4 record. I mean, it's so easy to say 8-4 right now, and you'd be like, man, that'd be good. But on football Saturdays, when LSU loses, whiskey and wine is going to be, terrible. I mean, everybody's just going to melt. That's just what people do. Merrick Mathern said, I love the logic of Iraq.
Thank you, Merrick.
Eric Hart, happy birthday, Iraq.
Eric, you were the first person to wish me a happy birthday.
That is not
It is
true.
true.
He's not the first person on Morning Scone to
He
wish you
texted
happy.
me
I wished you
at
happy.
7:40.
I wished you a happy birthday last night after midnight.
I don't need it.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Eric's the first non-husband to wish me happy. 7:40, I had a text from him and Audrey, his daughter, and a little gift about being a queen on her birthday. Thanks, Eric.
Who decorated the house?
You did. I'm not comparing you. I'm just saying of others other than you. That's my first birthday wish.
Kelly Gross, Amy Hyde, Ray Sutherland, good morning. Same for Dugas, it would seem. Probably so. Well, Ray, and said, why would he come back if he knew he had a spot? Ray, he didn't get drafted. So I think it was a situation where had Gavin gotten drafted, he might have signed, but he didn't get picked. So sans that option, you come back, right? Craig, think complacency got to Amanda. Think it'll be a lot closer this time. I don't think complacency exists in that sport. Not at that level. Amy Burley, good morning. Said happy birthday, Iraq. Craig said you better go check out the estate sale. Never know what unopened gem you may find. Had a friend find a bunch of mint dusty turkeys at one before. Interesting. Truax, what's good? Michael Ongeron said happy birthday, Erica. Nope, she gone. Bubba Tatum, Doctor of Education, Curriculum, and Instruction. Okay. Deborah Coward, good morning. Greg Phillips, good morning. Happy birthday, Iraq. Great to see Drew having a good day. Drew, man, I'm gonna tell you what. These people are gonna be all up in my grass, blocking my mailbox, all up in my grass all day long. If you're just jumping aboard, there's an estate sale next door today. And I'm going to tell you what, man, these people are going to be up in my grass all day long. I can see that person. Jump the curb in my grass. Anybody got stakes I can go put in my yard? I need to get some stakes and put them in there so they... Let's just go yell. Like, hey! Oh, Lord, man, they are already... Man, the vultures. The vultures are here. Anyway. All right, YouTube, smash that like button. Where are we? Tim Gotro. All right, Jason, Mama Scone getting birthday dinner at Rufino's or her dad's cooking. She had birthday dinner at Rufino's yesterday. Now, her dad today, Papa Rock, is doing crawfish etouffee. So yesterday, many of you have met Olivia, our niece. Olivia's birthday was yesterday, and Erica's is today. So they're a day apart. So we are going to have a sort of joint party for the two of them today at Olivia's house. And Papa Rock is doing crawfish etouffee. Let's see, Jay Maggio. So early returns would say, huh?
So are you talking about my dad?
Somebody asked, are you having dinner at Rufino's or your dad's cooking?
So it's about my dad. So Lenny, when he was at Drew's birthday party, said
What are you wearing?
a robe, but I was halfway undressed on anything. But it just like wrapped around me.
Okay.
Okay, like a towel. Okay, stop. Lenny said I've
Might end this show a little early today, babe. You know what I'm saying?
Lenny said that I've heard you talk about your dad's cooking on that show all the time, and he was like, I didn't know you were for real. He was when he was eating dad's jambalaya at Drew's party. He was like, this is the best. He was like, your dad is phenomenal. I'm like, see? He said, I didn't know it was really like a real thing. I'm like, oh, it's a real thing. So Lenny was giving like major props to dad's cooking because he said he's always heard about it, but he didn't really ever realize how good it was. See? I was just going to say that. You don't want to give him any credit.
I do. I talk about it all the time. He's a very good cook. But jambalaya ain't it? I mean, come on. Jambalaya is just...
His jambalaya is better than any other jambalaya on the planet.
Erica, you say that about everything he cooks.
That's right.
Whose etouffee is the best?
His etouffee is the only etouffee I'll eat.
Oh my God.
Only jambalaya I'll eat.
Whose chicken and dumplings are the best?
I don't like chicken and dumplings.
Okay. Well, I'm saying jambalaya is just rice, and sausage, and chicken.
Nope.
It's what it is.
But it can be good or not. The jambalaya shop, I don't want to eat that. Other people's jambalaya, oh my gosh, horrible. I'm not eating it.
Garrett Greiger. Gregar. From an outside perspective, Brian Kelly has always had a great offensive line. He's never had a generational quarterback, though, and that's what's kept him from taking the next step. Okay, so Garrett, here's where I'll push back on you. Alabama won a national championship with with Jake Coker at quarterback. You don't have to have a generational quarterback to win at that level. When you have Burrow, of course, certainly it helps. Of course, Ohio State won in 2014 with Cardale Jones, as we all like to talk about. Y'all like to crush me for the fail for Cardale take back in the day. So, no, you don't have to have a generational quarterback to win. The problem wasn't that. The problem was athletically 1 to 85, his roster couldn't compete with the best. Because you're not going to be able to get... you can recruit... Like, look, Wisconsin, great offensive lines, right? Churn out NFL talent time and time again. They're just athletically, on both sides of the ball, 1 to... Oh, I'm going to be so lit today. Like... These people parking in my grass all day. I'm going to go slit some tires. Anyway. Alex, did you see where the football players at Texas A&M created some sort of NIL club? Do you know much about that news? I do not know much about that news, sorry. Merrick asking you rock on her birthday. I don't know Merrick because she's actually, I hate to say this, she's actually going into work for a little while because they're about to start the school year and she's got to catch up on some work. So she's going to do work so that way she doesn't have to. Freaking vultures, man. Saturday morning all up in my yard. What do you think about Mike Thomas telling Jeff Duncan always? Oh, it was Jeff. I didn't know who he was talking to. Connor. I guess that was the first question. I don't know what their beef is. I don't, and I like Jeff, by the way. I like Jeff. I think he does a good job. I don't know where that stems from. So I don't know. I don't really. I don't know what the root is of all of that. I could certainly appreciate Jeff not turning that into a big deal the way. I don't know if y'all saw with in Philly the other day with who was it? It was one of the Phillies players, and a reporter asked, did you hear the boos? And he was like, no, I'm deaf. I lost my hearing. Like, what do you think? It was a stupid question. And so the reporter went back and forth with him and fought about it. I thought Jeff handled it fine, so it didn't escalate to become a thing. But I don't know what that was about. Let's see, strong side. How many years left of eligibility does Joe Bear have, plus new transfers coming in? This is it. No, actually, I think he was. Because of the extra COVID year, he's got 2 more. Trivia. Good morning, Garrett. Let's see. A&M is going to have a club for members that get exclusive content to players for monthly subscription. That's not a bad idea. I mean, I think mostly that's going to be just a way to funnel cash to athletes. Like, I think athletes, if they were smart, would start their own content creation. Like, I wouldn't do, well, to each their own, they can do what they want. But why would you go do interviews with the media when you could just create your own podcast and put out whatever you want, whatever you want out there, and make money on it? I mean, some will do that. Let's see. Rohit Kalvakala. Rohit Kalvakala. Good morning. Brad David, is it concerning that in Kelly's resume, he went 4-8 on year 7 in Notre Dame? Could you imagine if he goes 4-8 here? No, Brad, I thought they were 5-7 that year. And that was, and I remember that season at Notre Dame. They played so many games that came down to like the final possession. It was kind of bonkers, actually. It was 2016, and then they bounced back and beat LSU at the Citrus Bowl the next year. And that's, I mean, just look at his resume. That's the outlier, right? I mean, excuse me. Is Darren James selling the house next door? He should. Bob Simo just jumped on to hear the latest. Heard E-Rock shares a birthday with my youngest daughter, Amy. Shout out to both on this special day. Well, happy birthday to Amy on this day as well, Bob. Hope y'all have a great day celebrating. Joey Metge, Jason Mobile, good morning. Let's see, Brad, what did you predict LSU's record last preseason? Brad, I don't remember. Brad, I don't remember. Honest to goodness. I think I might have been in the 8-4 range. No, you know what I said? This is what I said on every preseason interview. I said, he needs to win it, because I knew this, because I had this conversation with people. Let me go back and I'll give you some context. Last year, Media Days, every interview I did, people asked, is Ed Ogeron really on the hot seat? Because Dennis Dodd did a piece, the coaches on the hot seat piece, and Ed Ogeron was the first one on the list. And people were asking, could that really be true? 1 year removed from a championship? I said, no, it's true. Had a conversation. high-level conversations where I was essentially told Ed needs 9 to be safe. 8-4 depends how it looks. 7-5 he's fired, and obviously they went 6-6. So I think I picked him 8-4. I think I picked him 8-4. I thought they were going to beat UCLA though. And so after they lost to UCLA, maybe I recalibrated and said 7-5. But y'all, the week they lost to UCLA, I mean, I'm telling you, like, they lost on Saturday, like that Sunday or Monday, I started getting calls like Woodward was making calls to boosters to collect buyout money. Like they were already starting to mobilize it. Like the day they lost to UCLA, it was like, all right, this is over. Joey, Matt, I heard you mention on your show Vegas polls have LSU predictions better. Does that change your perspective? They don't, Joey. It's actually worse. So what we talked about is that Vegas, this week we talked about the odds maker at the Circus Sportsbook. The odds maker at the Circus Sportsbook said the raw number on LSU is 5.5. That's where they have LSU. Like their metrics actually say LSU 5.5. But they knew because LSU would be such a public team that fans would bet over, the public would bet over a low number. So they actually listed it at 6.5, and they're still getting a ton of money on the over because LSU is a traditional brand. 6.5 is a low number, so people can bet the over. But they basically built in a game buffer. Like their number is 5.5. But they list it at 6.5, and they're still taking money on the over. So they feel like they're in a great position with LSU. They feel like LSU is either a 5 or 6 win team, is basically what they were saying. I think they're an 8 win team. I still think they have a lot of talent. They're going to play a lot of coin flip games. I think ultimately they end up 4-4 in the SEC, and I think they beat Florida State. So I think they end up 8-4. That's my official where I'm going with it on this season. Star Hill Stunners, did Hilliard get drafted? He did not. Cortland Jacob, isn't that what LSU is going to do? With the player thing, I think I saw that. Greg Self, morning Matt Drew, happy birthday E-Rock. Jason Mobile, I bet Papa Rock cooks a great hot dog. He'll cook a hot dog. Uncle Hoodat, good morning. Morning Drew, all right. Looking forward to all the latest LSU Saints today. Let's go Hoodat, indeed. LSU reports on Wednesday, and they're on the practice field Thursday. Saints out on the practice field this morning for the 4th practice of camp so far. Edward O. got the crabs. What's good? How was E-Rock's birthday dinner last night? Did you see Blake? Did you see Blake? I don't know Blake. Did you see Blake? Birthday dinner was great. We had a great time. Rufino's is always fantastic. Howard and Shelly and the crew over there treat us great. That's just our spot. Like if you go in the bar, we always sit at a table in the bar area. They actually have like our picture on the wall next to the table. So we love it, man. It's great. We actually changed it up a little bit last night. Got a different appetizer. They had this crawfish and Gouda mac and cheese. It was like so freaking good. It was a side on one of the specials. I was like, can I just get that as my side as well? Ribeye was fantastic. Erica changed it up and got, I think, did she get fettuccine? I think she had shrimp fettuccine. Anyway, she changed up. We got a lot of different. We got one of their appetizers off the specialty menu last night. It was great. Had a great experience. Where are we? Dig! Good morning. Brett DeGros headed to Slidell for my son's taekwondo tournament, stepping in the competition ring for the first time. Very nice. Dude, I did taekwondo as a kid. I don't know if I ever told y'all that. We did taekwondo. We moved to Baton Rouge. This was late 80s, early 90s. My dad and brother actually became black belts. And I actually won. Well, my dad's still here. He could validate this. Probably find a picture of it too. But I won first place at a national tournament. I won first place in forms at a national taekwondo tournament when I was a kid. Good luck to your son. Hope it goes awesome today. I'm sure it will. Very, very cool. Stephen Fry, Craig Duga. I absolutely hate the way Ott says etouffee on that commercial. Sounds like an out-of-state person pronouncing Lafayette or Opelousas. It's strange. How does he? I guess I've never noticed. How does he say it? Richie Burt, LSU didn't have a generational quarterback in any of their championships until 2019. True. Craig Duga, get E-Rock to put a nice "Don't park in the grass" sign with a smiley face. People respect the smiley face. Richie Burt, mad I didn't peg you for get off my lawn guy. Absolutely I am. Don't park in my grass. Like, it more what it is, Richie, is I don't like inconsiderate people. I don't like rude people. So that extends to everything. It's why I don't like people that don't put away their shopping carts. It's why I don't like people that drive slow in the left lane. It's why, any number of things. It's like why I don't like the people who, when you make your coffee at the coffee station at work and you spill the granules of sugar or cream and you don't pick it up. I don't like inconsiderate people. Your time is no more important or valuable than mine or anybody else's walking the face of planet Earth. Don't be an inconsiderate a-hole. Do not, you can go to the state sale, fine. Do not pull your tires onto my lawn and leave tire marks in my grass. Don't be an inconsiderate a-hole. That's my point. Let's see. Richie Burt, that sissy blue comment didn't age well. True. Vinay Patel, can we get our weekly game point update? Vinay had an awesome meeting this week, man. Spoke to David Mailer for about an hour on Monday. We had our board meeting on Tuesday. I think I've told you Ceratech has, that's our developer, Cera Technologies. They have given us their timeline, the date for when they are fully turning everything, saying we're done, turning it all over, App Store, everything. At that point, we will do more intensive beta testing just to make sure everything is there. We're working on a rollout plan for different parts of the platform. The NFT Minter, I think I've mentioned this to y'all as well, is functional, operational. Works like we could go live today. We could go live a month ago with the NFT Minter if we wanted to. But we're just going to make sure that everything is ready to roll out how we want it. It's just the platform looks awesome. It has been a heck of an effort to drive this platform to market as quickly as we have, and I use we very loosely because that my role in that is minimal to zero. But the people who have worked on it, designed it, pushed. If only all knew. And the thing about it is, it's like working under the hood of a car on the engine. You may not see outwardly progress, but there's incredible intense work going on, and have been for months and months and months. But that's the thing that's going to make it run. So we're so close, and it's very, very, very exciting. Craig, there's still people defending Ed, throwing excuses. He should have been granted 2 more years. Oh my God. The vid, NFL losses, the condition Miles left the program in. Craig talked about this yesterday. I don't know if y'all saw this, but ESPN, and this is a condemnation on both Ed and Les, by the way. ESPN listed the top 50 defenses in college football history. Now, I really don't care about the list itself, the order or anything like that. How do you really know about Harvard's 1898 defense? You know what I mean? The 1927 Michigan, whatever. Okay, none of us know, none of us saw it, whatever. Eras. So I don't care about the number, the order, it doesn't matter. Don't care. But on the list was the 2016 LSU defense. That's the year Les got fired and Ed was the interim. Les lost to Wisconsin and Auburn got fired, and then Ed lost to Bama and Florida when they puked on themselves. That was one of the top 50 defenses ever. Think about that defense. You had Arden Key, when he was still Arden Key, Devon Gottschall, veteran player Christian Locketcher, Greg Gilmore. You're loaded on your defensive line. All-American Kendall Beckwith at linebacker, Debo Jones, Duke Riley, NFL starters, 3 NFL starters in your linebacker corps. Tre'Davious White, first-round draft pick. Dante Jackson, NFL starter, second-round pick, third-round pick. Jamal Adams, top 10 pick in the draft. And then on offense, your running backs were Leonard Fournette, Darius Geis, Darrell Williams. Your receivers were Malachi Dupree, who was the highest rated and the only one that didn't go pro. DJ Chark, Russell Gage, NFL guys. Foster Moreau was your tight end, NFL guy. You had Ethan Posick, Will Clapp on your offensive line on that team. Y'all, they were so loaded on that team. Maya Tahuma was on that team before he got kicked off, but he was an incredible player. That 2016 team was so loaded. Anyone who says that the state of the program, the condition of the program that Ed took over, because I've gone round and round with T-Bob with that in the past as well. It's such a stupid, flawed argument. To argue that Ed inherited a mess is just wrong. He inherited a team shot full, a team that was preseason top 5. I don't know what to tell you. He just mismanaged the hell out of it. He inherited a talented roster. He's not a good coach. And, well, we don't need to get in the whole thing yet. But basically, he inherited a bad situation is stupid. It's just stupid and wrong. Samuel Merrifield, Jensen being out for the Bucs will cost the Bucs the division. Big opportunity for the Saints. Samuel, I'm going to be interested in what they do. So for those that missed it, Ryan Jensen, the starting center for the Bucs, he probably tore his ACL. Knee injury, he's going to be out for a while. So remember, Ali Marpet retired, and then their other guard signed with Cincinnati this offseason. So the entire interior of the Bucs offensive line is gone. Chris Godwin's still coming back from a torn ACL. Julio Jones is old. Just had his worst season of his career. Kyle Rudolph is old. Just had his worst season since his rookie year. I just don't. Tampa's got a lot more questions. I'm not saying Tom Brady's still the greatest ever, and maybe he'll be able to overcome it. But they got a lot of questions. Meredith Ryan's letter was spot on. It was pretty good. Brad David, who's LSU's biggest booster? Brad, they don't have one that's like Phil Knight. They have many in a certain sort of category of booster. Roger Dodger, the patron saint of mayonnaise. It's almost camp time. Every time you mention it, I hear, if you like Jordy Coladas. Oh, man. R.I.P. to the Jordy Colada drop. Oh, God. Jordy Colada. If you like Jordy Colada. It's such a bad edit. That was so intentionally bad, too. Oh, man. Cortland, Les's best classes was last few. Morning, Scone. Raymond, what's up? Any more? I think we're just about done. Gonna yell at people who keep parking in my grass. Chance Babin, Auburn loss with the time management encapsulated Les's career. That's fair. Avery Ardway, LSU baseball off-season recruiting. The betting odds of us winning the College World Series is going to be like plus 100. I need to slow down so we can make some money. All right. Nobody's going to be plus money. let me rephrase that. No one's going to be plus 100. You'll get better odds than that. Yeah, they're done, by the way, Avery. The fact that they announced the 5 transfers yesterday tells you like they're done. That's they're formally done now. So, okay, y'all, we're done here. As always, shout out to Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. 1 week from today, Brock Rock and Wine, and remember.
All you need is Hudco. Call Hudco Roofing. 364-1007.
All right, y'all have an awesome day. Hudco's pinned there in the comments. Would love to give you a free, no obligation roofing inspection. You don't even have to be home. One of our inspectors will just come by, get up on the roof, walk it, chalk it, mark it. If we see damage, we'll help you file a claim. You pay your deductible, you get a new roof. Boom, done. Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. All right, have an awesome, awesome day. Peace.